Hey guys, my name is Michael, or Tower Cap. Welcome to this Let's Play of Delver. Let's just start a new game. So Delver is a roguelike game by a gentleman by the name of Chad Cunningham. He's a software engineer over in San Francisco. He describes it as a sort of mix between roguelike games and Ultima Underworld, which is quite an apt description in my opinion. You start off in this hub, this camp. You probably won't really return here until either you die or you finish the game. Get to listen to this gentleman play his lute, I suppose. He's amazing. And there are a couple of shops. So the purpose of the shops is, like I said, you do get to return to this place if you die. And like in most roguelikes, death in Delver is permanent. When you die, you lose all your progress, all your inventory, but you get to keep your money. And with that money, once you start back up in the town, in the camp, you get to spend it on the shops. So we just earned enough experience to level up. Let's increase health. Just find that useful in the beginning of the game. Possibly because I'm not great and I die a lot. So Delver, I believe, is still in early access. It costs $7.99 to buy from the developer's website. I'm not sure what it is on Steam at the moment. I assume it will be the same. That's a trap. That was a... darn. That was a teleportation trap. Looks like there's someone behind this door and they managed to smack me. I'm gonna get teleported. Well, that doesn't look too bad. Nah, it's fine. Oh, somebody's just noticed me. What? Somebody behind me. Spike trap, candle. You can actually equip the candle in your offhand just for light. Later levels do get quite dark, so you do find lanterns and candles. Not sure, I don't remember seeing any torches, but anyway. It looks like that mage just killed one of our enemies for us. Oh, it sounds like he might have died. Excellent. He triggered one of the traps, and it didn't end well for him. An excellent iron dagger. Excellent iron short sword. Some good weapons. So let's take the iron sword. So now that you've seen what daggers are like, just to demonstrate the difference between weapons, for example, this is a dagger. You can either just click the left mouse button once, or you can hold 2 for a more powerful attack. Once you take one of the other weapons, as you can tell, the wind-up animation, for example, is significantly longer. So let's just pick up some more speed. No, let's go with health. Yeah, so the wind-up animation is significantly longer. You kind of have to take that into account when you're fighting enemies. The combat is quite rudimentary, but it works. It's no Dark Souls, but the whole dance around the enemy, timing your attacks, making sure you know the reach and I guess the animation, the frames of the weapon that you've got, it all comes into play. It makes for an interesting combat system anyway, even though it probably looks quite simple. Again, it works in this game. So where are we? We need to go right. Delver's been in development for quite a long time. and it's come a long way, to be honest. In the earlier stages, the graphics in particular were very simple. The developer opted for sort of very basic sprite graphics with very minimal animation. And even at that point, the game was good, but it's improved heaps since. He actually got a pixel artist to help him out with the draw the new textures and the enemy sprites, the animation, which paid off quite nicely. I think the game looks fantastic for as long as you enjoy pixel graphics, as long as you enjoy this kind of aesthetic, it's just beautiful. And I do, and so it works for me. I just heard an enemy. The female adventurers, whatever they are, I suppose, they jump. So when you're fighting them, you kind of want to get an obstacle between you and them, so when they do leap towards you, the obstacle stops their jump, stops them short. And then you can go to town. One of the other aspects that's improved significantly over the course of the development is the level generation. So the levels in Delva are procedurally generated. And whereas they used to be quite, once again, rudimentary, very flat even to the extent that all of the surfaces, there was no sort of variation in elevation, that sort of thing. Now, yeah, it's just brilliant. The developers done great work on improving the procedural generation, especially noticeable in later stages of the game. The game is kind of split up into, I can't remember, I think it's about 3 stages, 4 stages perhaps. So the first one is the dungeon, followed by the caverns, followed by what used to be the sewer, which was about as exciting as it sounds. It has been replaced with crypt. And the crypt is genuinely spooky, just delightfully creepy, has a vibe of Bram Stoker, Lovecraft to it, just excellently done. Followed by basically the endgame areas that look fantastic. It's essentially a lava fortress of a Lich King, as awesome as it sounds.
Hey, you!
Sounds like a zombie. So you don't want to get... Zombies are easy enough to fight because they are so slow. They have a bit of a wind-up animation when they attack. But if they do get through your defenses, if they do manage to hit you, they do poison you. Poison is bad, especially in the earlier stages when your health is quite low. It'll potentially kill you. We do have a bow, which is excellent. Bows are very good in this game, much like wands, but we don't actually have any arrows. So we'll show you the wands and the bow and arrow a little bit later on. We'll show you the wand. So wands in this game, you start off with one, and you'll find more along as you play. And wands are something that you kind of want to save as much as you can until the end game, because the end game in this game is quite difficult. And wands, unlike other weapons, wands have charges. Each wand comes with 6 charges, which means you can only use a wand 6 times before it's useless. Other weapons don't have durability. I mean, the bows do use up arrows, and if you miss an arrow, if you miss your target, then you can pick the arrow back up, which is a nice little touch. So perhaps let's just show you a wand. Wands are different. This one is a lightning wand, which shoots lightning, and lightning is good in that... What kind of damage does this thing do? 1 to 21. This should have killed the slime, surely. Finally. So let's pick up some magic. Magic, from memory, improves the damage that the wands do. I think that's right. And again, wands are very important in this game. A little later, well, you'll run into... So in the cabin levels, or beginning with the cabin levels, you'll start running into this game's equivalent of, I guess, the traditional Dungeons and Dragons beholder. And those guys are a pain in the butt. They hover, especially because I guess the level that you come across them for the first time is the cavern, and caverns have a very... Caverns in Delver have a very vertical level design. There's a lot of walkways, chasms, and fighting a beholder in that kind of environment, as you can imagine, is no easy feat. Looks like improving your magic stats also improves the number of charges that ones have, which is good to know.
Hello?
Whoa. Alright. Excellent. Sounds like a bat somewhere. Oh good. Armor. Armor can slow you down. The earlier stuff, the leather armor, the quilted armor, doesn't, because it's quite light, but the later armor, such as mail and plate, will slow your character down. Much like shields. So a shield will reduce your speed by 1. Might as well equip it. I'm okay with being a tank. And I think that's about it for this level. Let's go explore that unexplored area to the east. Going the right way? Yes. Before we descend to the next level. And I will probably call it a day at that point. So this is my first Let's Play. Hopefully you're enjoying it so far. I'm not out to be a prolific Let's Player or make any money out of it. I just enjoy watching Let's Plays and I enjoy playing video games, so I figured I might as well do this. Let's return to the ladder. It's just behind this pillar. There's a scroll. Scroll will resist magic, which will come in handy later in the game. And that's about it. I'll leave it here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.